You're listening to Reading Fightin' Phils Baseball on the R-Phils Radio Network. Now, out to the ballpark with your broadcasters, Bob McCool and Jake Starr.
Hello and good afternoon. For one final time from FirstEnergy Stadium in 2023, it is Reading Fightin' Phils Baseball right here on the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network. Jake Starr, Bob McCool, thanks for joining us all season long. And for 2 game and a half, however you want to do the math tonight, is how the 2023 home slate will end before the R-Phils turn around and head up to Binghamton for their final series of the year, Tuesday through Sunday next week. But Jake Starr, Bob McCool, where do we stand? It is the top of the 4th inning when the game got suspended last night. 5-0 Portland leads. Bases are loaded, full of Sea Dogs. And right before the skies opened up, Josh Hendrickson, who went 3+ innings, gave up 7 hits, walked 5 and struck out 3. He was pulled from the game. He's still responsible for the runners on first, second, and third. And Carlos Francisco entered the game, and he was put into the game officially last night. So Francisco will get the start to resume the game in the top half of the 4th inning, down 5-0. We will play this game to its 9-inning conclusion, and then we will play a 7-inning second game about 30 to 35 minutes after the conclusion of this one. And that will be the final home game of the 2023 season, should weather cooperate. Great day at the ballpark. Skies have cleared up. Really comfortable conditions, 81 degrees. And Reading will look to come back here in Game 1 and take Game 2 and finish the home slate on a high note. And, Bob, it's got to be a unique situation for a pitcher in Francisco and for a team as a whole on both sides. You're entering a game, bases are loaded, you have no outs, and it's already 5-0. So really, in the next 5 to 10 minutes, this game could really take a turn on an ugly head for Reading. Or if they can get out of this inning, maybe can get some momentum and start to work back against a pitcher in C.J. Liu on the other side, who they had a lot of success with on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's really the situation. It's almost like a moment frozen in time. Last night was Carlos Francisco was heading into the game, and everything freezes, and we come back the next day. So Carlos Francisco, no doubt, left the ballpark last night knowing exactly what the situation he was going to face going into today, and he is in a very big spot here because if he can limit the damage in this inning, and even better, deny the opportunity for Portland to get any more on the board and hope that the Phils, with still a lot of life left in the bat, still 6 innings left to go to try and gain some ground on this lead, can make a run at Portland, because it's a very important spot right now for the Phils to at least keep themselves theoretically in the chase for a playoff spot. If they come out of today's games with a split, they're pretty much done. If they can come out of today's games with a sweep, you got a shot. And so there's a whole lot to play for if you're the Fightin' Phils. But a lot of it is with Carlos Francisco right now because it's 5-0 as it starts. Keep it at 5, maybe even at 6. Maybe the Phils can make a run at it. But if this thing blows up and now the Phils come to plate for the first time in the bottom of the 4th with a whole big hole to climb out of, might not be a whole lot of incentive for the dudes in the first base dugout.
The Fightin' Phils, who have taken 3 of 4 so far, will look to clinch the series today, have taken the field led by Carlos Francisco, who'll be making his 22nd appearance. He's 4-2 with a 5.84 ERA across 24 2/3 innings pitched, 30 strikeouts, 18 walks. And we'll give you a rundown of the defense behind him. Max McDowell catches. Jalen Ortiz at first, Dunn at second, Casey Martin at short, Pedro Martinez at third. Carlos De La Cruz in right, Marcus Lee-Sang center, Barron Ratcliffe in left. And the lineup he faces is Roman Anthony in center, Nick York at second, Chase Mydroth at third, Nathan Hickey the DH, Blaze Jordan, who will lead off, Blaze third. Kyle Teal sixth, the catcher, Philip Sykes, Matthew Lugo in right and left respectively, and Tyler McDonough at short round out the bottom 3. The umpire crew remains the same as last night. Matt Blackborough behind the plate, Denver Dangerfield at first, and Willie Traynor is at third. So Francisco warms up, and like we've talked about, it's always tough when you enter a game in bases loaded situation, but now you're entering a game when the bases are loaded and you haven't thrown a pitch in about 24 hours.
Right, so that's the situation for Francisco. He comes into a no room for error spot. And the irony of all of this is that Josh Hendrickson got himself into quite a jam at the end because he walked 3 batters in addition to giving up a couple hits. That's how Portland has themselves not only with 2 runs in this inning, but the bases loaded. And on the flip side of that, the Phils had Wickelman Gonzalez in a jam in a couple of spots through their first 3 trips to the plate, and they didn't get to him. So the Phils had some opportunities themselves, including with the bases loaded, and came up empty. So that's where Francisco's at. The Phils will start with the infield back, hoping to get a ground ball right out of it and kind of diffuse this inning right out of the gate.
First pitch to Blaze Jordan is swung on and fouled straight back. It's 0-1. First pitch at 3:34. We went into a delay at 7:59 last night, so I'll let people that are smarter at math than me do that math real quick while I do what I think I'm a little bit better at and call this game. No balls and a strike. Next pitch from Francisco is just outside for a ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Blaze Jordan. Bases are loaded.
I got 19 hours and 35 minutes.
That was quick math. Good work.
Thank you.
Bases are loaded. Hickey at first. Mydrov second. York at third. No outs in the 4th. Francisco fires home. Swing and a miss. It is 1-2. Time is called and granted to Blaze Jordan, who's 1 for 1 so far in the game. Couple of RBI. And a sac fly back in the 1st. Singled and drove in a run in the 3rd. Francisco looking for a big first out. Here's the 1-2. That's a line drive towards third. Diving catch from Pedro Martinez. Saved 1, if not 2 runs on the diving catch. And there's the out number 1 in the 4th.
That is a huge play in a lot of ways, especially with what happens here with Kyle Teal coming to the plate. Because now double play gets you out of this inning. But that could have been at least 1, if not 2 runs, and a whole lot more life for Portland. This is a huge out on a great play by Martinez, and now Francisco can see some light at the end of the tunnel.
So Kyle Teal's up, the first pitch to him. It's over for a strike. It's 0-1. Bases remain loaded. Infield back for Reading. So still a chance to turn 2 and get out of this inning with just the 2 runs that were scored in it before the game was suspended. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, foul down the right field line. It's 0-2. Teal's been aboard twice tonight. Had an RBI single in the 1st, walked in the 3rd. He has had a terrific first week in Double-A. He is hitting .400 with 5 RBI this week. Remember, he was in college a couple of months ago. 0-2. Francisco fires home. Swung on, fouled straight back off the netting. It stays 1-2. Francisco in a game for the first time in this series, first time in a week, technically 6 days. No decision against New Hampshire on September the 3rd. Inning pitch, a walk and a strikeout. No runs nor hits. No balls, 2 strikes to Teal. Francisco ready at the letters, fires home. That's a ground ball softly hit towards the middle. It'll be tough to turn to. Martin's only play is the 1st. He'll charge and throw it on. And that's out number 2, but all the runners advance. York up to, he'll score at 6-0. Mydrov the 3rd. Hickey goes to 2nd. Run charge to Hendrickson. 2 outs for Philip Sykes.
Still, that's something you can live with. You get the out at first base. It's another RBI now for Teal as he continues to find ways to generate runs for the Sea Dogs.
First pitch to Sykes. That's over for a called strike 0-1.
But it's a similar situation. Again, if Francisco can get out of here with no more further damage than that, you will certainly take that as a trade in a second.
Next pitch, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. And like you said, if it's 1 run and that's it, you certainly will take it. 0-2, 2 outs to Philip Sykes. Top of the 4th, Portland a 6-0 lead. Sea Dogs certainly threatening for more. Francisco trying to get out of the inning here. Here's the pitch. That swung on, fouled straight back. It's off the stanchion just above the press box, and I think it may have just knocked the hat off one of the ushers.
It did indeed.
Looks to be okay.
Tommy lost his lid.
Looks like everything's okay. Looking at the glasses. Count stays 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Well, Carlos Francisco comes in, retires 3 in a row, does give up a run, and a total in the inning. Portland 3 runs on just 1 hit. It was a double from 2 hits. Anthony doubled, York single. There were no errors, and the Sea Dogs leave 2 aboard. Through 3.5, 6-0 the score. Reading trails on the Phillies Radio Network.
The Louisiana Swamplands. Out here, you're either lunch or you're enjoying it. Make sure you end up on top with the all-powerful lineup of Kia SUVs, like the Telluride, Sportage, and Sorrento, equipped with available all-wheel drive, higher ground clearance, and the interior capacity to bring everything you need, so you'll always remain more than a gator's length ahead. Visit your local Kia dealer today to find your next adventure in our ever-capable lineup of SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Chick-fil-A, Pizza Como USA, Railroad House, Why Missing Restaurant and Bakery, Jersey Mike's Subs, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Bakery, Subway, and Clean Eats for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners. Don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet, photos, and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets start at $33 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL. Bottom of the 4th inning, 6-0 the score. Portland has the lead. C.J. Liu, who has started only this year, now gets his first relief appearance in the bottom half of the 4th inning. First batter he gets is Rickson Wingrove. First pitch is outside for a ball. 25th appearance for Liu, 5-8, a 5.45 ERA. 107 1/3 innings, 111 hits, 58 walks, 133 strikeouts. Opponents 271 off him. Wingrove takes the next one 2-0. Now, Liu was originally scheduled at the beginning of the week to start today. And then on Friday, when Wickelman Gonzalez was scratched from his start and moved to last night, next pitch, Wingrove will foul it straight back 2-1. They shifted Gonzalez to Saturday, Dobbins to Sunday, and Hunter Dobbins will still start game 2. So Liu, who was originally on schedule to start today, now is out here in the resumption of the game. 2-1. Wingrove swings and a miss, 2-2.
And C.J. Liu started game 1 of this series, and the Fightins got to him. 3 2/3 innings. He gave up 6 hits, 6 runs. Only 2 of them were earned. There was a very costly error in the mix of it, but and he had 3 walks and 3 strikeouts, and did take the loss. But the Phils did get to him in game 1.
2-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I mean, it was the error at third that kind of really that allowed Pedro Martinez to hit that 3-run home run in that 6-run first inning.
Right.
And he was fine after that. I mean, he only lasted, what was it, you said 3 2/3?
3 2/3, yeah. They got him for 6 runs in that first
And it was the
inning.
high pitch count. Next pitch to Wingrove, softly hit ground ball towards second. Nick York gobbles it up and flips to first. That is out number 1 for Casey Martin.
Yeah, Carlos De La Cruz hit a 2-run home run in the first, and then they were in position to get out of the inning. There was an error at third base, which opened up the door. Pedro Martinez then came up and hit a 3-run home run. So they got him. They got to him, but the error certainly helped the cause for the Fightins. But he did settle down after that first inning.
Here's Casey Martin, 0 for 1 in the game. Lined out to third, his first time up. Liu's pitch home. That's over for a strike. No balls in 1. Off-speed pitch at 82 from C.J. Liu. Liu, a native of Taiwan. As we said, second time he pitches this week for the Sea Dogs. Here's the 0-1. Martin will chop it towards third. Past Al Padrique, who occupies the third base coach's box. Ray Ricker in the first base coach's box. This is the final home day, as we've talked about, of the 2023 season. 2 games left. Both will be played today. 0-2 from Liu. And Martin will tap it foul towards the Phillies dugout, where the ball boy makes a nice play. Stays 0-2. Martin will take outside 1-2. Wickelman Gonzalez went 3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. So a pretty good start for him, but we talked last night that Reading definitely had a lot of opportunities off Gonzalez, the 1-2. Martin takes down low 2-2.
The flip side of that is Portland took full advantage of some control issues with Josh Hendrickson. So his line is now complete with 3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 walks, and 3 strikeouts. The 5 walks obviously being absolutely the crucial piece of the puzzle.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Martin chases a fastball at the top of the zone. He's down on strikes, 2 outs in the inning. First strikeout for C.J. Liu tonight, and that'll bring Max McDowell to the plate.
Yeah, Gonzalez really got stronger as the game went on, including his strikeout numbers. He had 6 strikeouts through 3 innings, including striking out the side in the 3rd.
McDowell digs in. He walked his first time up. 231 hitter this year. First pitch. Off-speed pitch that drops on the inside corner, 0-1. Should McDowell reach? Pedro Martinez awaits on deck. You know, he's probably excited to face C.J. Liu after he took him deep on Tuesday night. 0-1. That's down low, ball and a strike. McDowell, the 8-hole hitter. He's the catcher. Pedro Martinez, the 9-hole. Marcus Lee Sang will then bat leadoff. 1-1. That's up and away, 2-1. De La Cruz second. Dunn third. Ratcliffe fourth. Ortiz fifth. Wingrove sixth. Martin 7. McDowell 8. Martinez 9. Against C.J. Liu, Kyle Teal catches. Blaze Jordan at first. Nick York at second. Tyler McDonough at short. Chase Mydroff at third. McDowell swings and misses 2-2. Philip Sykes in right. Roman Anthony in center. Matthew Lugo is in left. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lou works from the windup, and the pitch. That's on the outside corner. Called strike 3 at the top of the zone, and that will retire the side in the 4th. 3 up, 3 down for C.J. Liu in his first inning of work. We'll go to the 5th, 6-0 Sea Dogs. Join us as we celebrate Reading's Spanish and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka, High Noon Sun Sips, Catay Law Offices, Suburban Brewing Company, Carlos Cards and Collectibles, Humane Pennsylvania, Star City Boxing, Apis Services, Supportive Concepts, and Affordable Home Care. Fiesta Friday features special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other culture elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at rphils.com or at the Customers Bank ticket office. To honor the 275th anniversary of Reading, the R-Phils will play as the Reading Keystones on Thursdays and select Tuesdays in 2023. Tuesdays are brought to you by Coatesville VA Medical Center. Join us for 11 Keystone Throwback Thursdays thanks to Burke's Career and Technology Center, H&F Heating and Cooling, and Rip It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Come celebrate the 275th anniversary of Reading and enjoy some great baseball on Throwback Thursdays in 2023. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at rphils.com or at the Customers Bank ticket office. Go to the top of the 5th inning. 6-0 Sea Dogs up after C.J. Liu sent the Fightin' Phils down in order in his first inning of work. Now that'll bring Matthew Lugo to the plate. 8-9-1 due up for Sea Dogs manager Chad Epperson. Ready on ready matchup. Francisco back out for his second inning of work. Here's the pitch. That is over for a strike. It's 0-1 on an off-speed pitch. Outside of here, it's also the final day for both single-A affiliates regular seasons. Clearwater 2-0 after that one misses. Clearwater's already into the playoffs no matter what. They clinched a first-half title. They were actually canceled at Palm Beach due to inclement weather in Florida. Shocking, I know. 1-1. Swinging in a foul tip back. It's 1-2. Jersey Shore, Hudson Valley are tied at 2 in the top of the 5th. Brooklyn up on Wilmington 2-1. Basically, Jersey Shore has to win and Brooklyn has to lose. If the Blue Claws are to clinch, swinging a miss. Ball got away from McDowell for a second. He'll scoop it, flip the first. Second strikeout for Carlos Francisco. 2-3 goes to put out. Second K for him. Here's Tyler McDonough. But Jersey Shore has to win, and Brooklyn has to lose for the Blue Claws to earn themselves a postseason berth.
Yeah, Clearwater obviously was far and away the best team in the first half. And then, of course, a number of those players are now playing at Jersey Shore and almost got the Blue Claws rally to get to the playoffs as well and still have a mathematical shot anyhow of getting it.
First pitch to McDonough, misses just outside 1-0.
Be curious to see how all that transpires and how that affects the Reading Fightin' Phils in 2024.
There's definitely a lot to be excited about within the Phillies organization, to say the least. You know, going into the last week of the season, 1-0. Outside 2-0. I mean, Jersey Shore playing for a playoff berth the last game of the year. Lehigh Valley is going to have an exciting next 2 weeks left. Reading was, 2 back as of 2 weeks ago, so had themselves close to a playoff berth and a much better second half than first half. 2-0 misses just outside 3-0 to Tyler McDonough. Lehigh Valley is playing some good baseball, so you're looking ahead here in Baseball Town, and a lot of those guys from those really good Clearwater and Jersey Shore teams are likely to be here whether to start next season or filter in throughout the season. So definitely a lot to be excited about. 3-0 misses outside. That's ball 4. So 4-pitch walk to McDonough. It's the second time he's reached base on a walk, and the first walk for Francisco. That'll flip the lineup card over for the 4th time, and Roman Anthony will come up.
You had mentioned about Kyle Teal making his Double-A debut and how he has started with a splash. Roman Anthony kind of started with a bit of a thud, but the young 19-year-old center fielder's hitting a whole lot better. He has 2 doubles in this game. Both of them were rockets on either side of Marcus Lee Sang at center field.
First pitch to Anthony, missed down for a ball. So that's 5 in a row from Carlos Francisco. He'll look to hone in on his command here. Runner takes off, pitches outside, throw to second is high. Martin leaped and got it, but the throw is not close, so stolen base for Tyler McDonough. He'll get the second, and it's 2 balls, no strikes to Roman Anthony.
Max McDowell had no shot at him, even if he made the most perfect throw possible. McDonough had that space stolen on the pitcher easily.
2-0. That's a line drive the other way. It's down for a base hit, and a roll down the left field line all the way to the corner. McDonough scores, coasting in the second goes Anthony, and the Sea Dogs lead at 7-0.
So that's double number 3 now of this game for Roman Anthony. 1 to the left center field, right center field gap, the second to the left center field gap, and then that one down the third base line. It's a whole lot of promise for the young man who, in just 54 games at Greenville, had hit .294 with 12 home runs and promoted already to Double-A at the age of 19. And here he is now with his 5th hit of the series.
I think it's become very clear why Boston fans are very excited about him. First pitch to York's a ground ball to third. Martinez backs up on it. He'll go the long way to first. It's in time. That's out number 2. Anthony advances to third. And that'll bring Chase Mydroff to the plate.
Pedro made the safe play there, but I think he had Roman Anthony dead to rights for some reason with the ball in front of him. Roman Anthony just broke to third base, and Pedro Martinez fielded it on a hop and could have just chased after Anthony and tug him out, or at least got in a rundown and got the lead runner, but opted to take the safe play. If they get the third out here, it's okay.
First pitch is over for a strike to Mydroff. The first 3 double game in the career for Roman Anthony. Previous high was 2. Did that once on May the 7th this year with Salem against the Fayetteville Woodpeckers, excuse me. Next pitch is down for a ball, 1-1. Chase Mydroff up for the 4th time. He's been aboard all 3, just 1 for 1. He's also been hit by a pitch and walked. Scored a couple of runs. 1-1. Swing and a miss, a ball, and 2 strikes. Mostly cloudy day here at the ballpark, but looks like rain should stay out of the way as we finish up this first game. Then we play a 7-inning second game of the doubleheader, 1-2. That's down low, 2-2. After the second game, there'll also be post-game fireworks and a post-game concert and happy hour, so still plenty of time to get to the ballpark. Tickets always available online or up here in person at the Customers Bank ticket office. 2-2. Swung on and shot foul to the right side. The final home date of the 2023 season began here on April the 11th against the Hartford Yard Goats. Francisco ready at the letters, kicks and deals home. Ground ball chopped to short. Sunday hot for Casey Martin. He'll take his time with it and throw across in time. And that will retire the side in the top of the 5th. A run on a hit for the Sea Dogs. No errors, one left. We're halfway home from Baseball Town. Sea Dogs 7, Reading nothing.
For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. JP Mascaro & Sons are a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phil's, two great hometown partners.
Well, it's an appropriate song choice. Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi as we are halfway through this contest. Bottom of the 5th inning, 7-0 our score. And 9-1-2 are due up for the Fightin' Phils here in the inning. It'll start with Pedro Martinez, then the lineup card will flip over. And CJ Lou's back on for his second inning of work. First pitch, swing and a miss, no balls and a strike. Was a 1-2-3 inning for CJ Lou. Back in the bottom half of the 4th. We'll take a deep breath and fire home. Swung on and an upstairs pitch, fouled straight back. It's 0-2. Pedro is 0 for 1 so far tonight. Struck out swinging back in the 2nd. And here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 3 straight strikeouts for CJ Lou, and that'll bring Marcus Lee Sang to the plate here in the 5th.
It's also 9 strikeouts now in this game combined between the work of Wickelman Gonzalez and now CJ Lou. It's been an epidemic issue for this Fightin' Phil's team throughout the season, but especially over the course of the last couple of weeks.
It looks like I may have spoke a little too soon. There is a brief drizzle, it looks like. Should be quick. Lee Sang swings in, fouls the first pitch off. It's 0-1.
I was going to say, I saw 1 or 2 umbrellas go up in the last inning, and then I didn't see anything more, but now I see a few more umbrellas popping up.
79 degrees currently. Temperature brought to you by EPA WA Weather Consulting. So there's a system to the north of us, but it looks like it's going to stay pretty much to the north of us, and if we get anything, 1-1 now to Lee Sang, it's going to just barely skim us with the green of the storm. No red or yellow, which we hope it stays that way.
It's pretty clear over Mount Penn, which is
good sign.
Off the right field line.
My weather app said the rain will end in 3 minutes. 1-1 is upstairs, 2-1.
You are on the clock.
1, 2. Keep counting till we get to 180.
Which means by 4:01 it should be stopped.
Maybe it will. I mean, look, there's plenty of sun out in the distance.
That's what I said. Depending on which way it's moving.
Well, usually storms move west to east. Next pitch, way up and in, 3-1. Umbrellas are out, a couple of hoods up. No one looks too concerned. No one really is scattered, so probably not that hard. 3-1. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Lee Sang chased a fastball at the top of the zone. Marcus 0 for 1 in the game, lined out the first and the second. Did work a walk in the first. One of 3 walks that Wickelman Gonzalez had in this contest. C.J. Liu a long pause. As the pitch clock runs down, here he comes.
Ooh.
Way inside. That got a piece of Lee Sang.
I'm not sure if that got his hand or his arm. Yep, he's pointing to his arm.
First time Lee Sang's been hit by a pitch since being called up to AA Reading. This is 20th game. That'll bring Carlos De La Cruz to the plate for the first time against C.J. Liu.
Carlos took him deep, as we talked about at the open of this broadcast, in game 1 and in inning 1 in game 1 of this series.
Well, De La Cruz probably excited to see C.J. Liu again. He's 0 for 2 so far in the game. 263 hitter, 24 home runs. He's driven in 64. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Carlos first in home runs, second in RBI. Our Phil's team leader, brought to you by Johanna Arias at Cross Country Mortgage. 1-0. That one's hit well, center field. Anthony goes back at the track, at the wall. He turns, it's off the wall, and caroms all the way away from Anthony. Around third is the speedy Lee Sang. The throw goes into second. There'll be no throw home. It's an RBI double for Carlos De La Cruz, number 65 on the year, on his 25th double.
That ball was a rocket off the bat. The only thing that denied that thing being a home run was the 20-plus foot brick wall in center field that's called the Redders Event Center. He hit that to the deepest part of the ballpark and well out of here on almost any other place in the ballpark for sure, and almost any other year prior to 2023. That's a home run as well, but it's still a rocket off the brick wall. Marcus Lee Sang read it very well. He was around second base knowing full well that Roman Anthony had no shot to catch that one, and Al Padrique weighs him home for the first run.
First pitch done inside, 372 feet, 107 off the bat on a fastball that was right down the middle. And after the first pitch, dusts the lefty Dunn off the plate. Catcher Kyle Teal will come out to settle down C.J. Liu.
So certainly Carlos De La Cruz likes hitting against C.J. Liu. And now C.J. Liu, with the visit from the catcher, that I think as much as anything is to settle him down. He was cruising through the first 4 batters he faced, then all of a sudden in a 3-2 count, he hits Marcus Lee Sang, and then the rocket off the bat of De La Cruz, and almost hit Oliver Dunn. So the visit to the pit from the catcher just to settle his pitcher back in to say, look, see that scoreboard? It says 7-1. You're fine.
1 ball, no strikes to Oliver Dunn. Is 1 for 2 in the game, average up to 278. Next pitch is upstairs for a ball, 2-0. Dunn, who was named the Phil's team MVP yesterday in a pregame ceremony down on the field. And Dunn's up 2 balls, no strikes. And Hull check his swing. Did not mean to do that at all. He's mad at himself because that was probably ball 3.
Yeah, but
2-1.
But at the same time, it's a good thing it did, in that situation, it's just good he didn't get his hands.
Exactly.
Those are the kinds of pitches and those start and stop swings where it can get you right in the hand.
Well, Bob, it's 4:02 and it's still raining, by the way.
So there you go.
Don't blame me. Dunn will swing at the next pitch and foul it back to the left side, 2-2.
But it does look brighter. So maybe it'll be 5 minutes instead of 3.
On the bright side, pun very much intended. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Oliver Dunn. 1 out of the inning as Carlos De La Cruz gets his lead off second. Running down 7-1 in the 5th. Liu will fire home, and Dunn will swing and foul it in and out of the mitt of the catcher Teal. It stays 2-2. It was a very nice pregame ceremony yesterday, as many Phil's and the manager Al Padrique were honored down on the field for their excellence in 2023. Next pitch is upstairs, 3-2.
Master of Ceremonies did a great job.
There we go. I was fishing for that. I wasn't going to say anything myself. I was waiting for you to say something.
You know, it's only so many times I can compliment you.
I mean, you only have 1 more day left to do it in 23.
Exactly.
Counts full to Dunn. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Liu is set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Dunn works his team leading 81st walk. of the season. First walk issued by C.J. Liu. There's 2 on with 1 out for Barron Ratcliffe.
So we're very much in a spot here that the Phils have been in throughout this game. It's just a bit of a delay in between them, 19 hours. But this is what they've been doing throughout this game. They finally got 1 across on the double by De La Cruz. But again, they're in a spot here where they can get a whole lot more damage out of this with now 3 men on base in a row facing Liu.
First pitch to Ratcliffe upstairs for a ball. 1-0. Also, now my app says 7 minutes. There'll be a break in the rain. So 4-11.
Make your decision.
Liu is set at the belt. He comes ready. And here's the pitch to Ratcliffe. Upstairs 2-0. So Liu very much struggling with control issues here in the bottom of the 5th. Jalen Ortiz awaits on deck. Here's the pitch. That's in sight. It's 3-0. And Al Padrique at third base puts the finger out to the side, and that's the universal
you gotta
take.
You gotta take one here. He is absolutely struggling. It's 3-0. Throws you a strike. That's fine. It's still hitters count at 3-1.
See if he gets a strike here. And it's upstairs ball 4. Back-to-back walks issued by Liu. Bases are loaded for Jalen Ortiz. And you know if you're Portland, you want to ride Liu as much as possible.
Sure.
He is a starter. So the hope is he comes in the 4th. You can get him through 7th, maybe the 8th. But now you might have to have some conversations here, especially if Jalen Ortiz is able to get on. And
here comes your conversation.
Here comes our pitching coach, Sean Isaac, along with a translator for C.J. Liu.
Starting to stir around a little bit in the Portland bullpen. Nobody actually beginning to throw, and that may be changing very shortly.
Nobody throwing in the Reading bullpen either, so looks like Francisco will come out for a 3rd inning.
Wyatt Olds begins to throw, but not to a catcher. He's throwing to somebody who doesn't have the gear on. He's just kind of little soft toss right now. So it's not now he's got a catcher coming. So Wyatt Olds is now getting up in the Portland bullpen. But you are correct. I mean, that's the idea here that Chad Epperson and his coaching staff wanted to throw. That you're bringing a starter back here in this resumption of this game so that he can get you 3 innings for sure, if not 4, and save your bullpen a little bit because you know you got another 7-inning game coming up this afternoon. And by the way, the sun is fully out now here, so eventually you were going to be right, Jake.
Exactly. First pitch to Ortiz upstairs for a ball 1-0. Look, if I say the rain is going to stop and don't give an end time, mathematically there's a good chance you're going to be right.
Right. And,
unless it's like a Noah's Ark type
you
situation.
wouldn't be the first person to guess at the weather.
I mean, people get paid a lot of money to do that.
Just saying.
1-0. That's down for a strike, 1-1. It was down the middle, but Ortiz, understandably so, was taking all the way.
Yeah, that's a spot where you've got to see him throw a strike before you swing.
1-1. That's in sight, 2-1. I think I say it's a foul ball.
He's the home plate
Matt
umpire
Blackborough
says
saying
so.
it's a foul ball.
Jalen Ortiz certainly doesn't think so.
No contestant from manager Al Padrique. So Ortiz will take time. Also understandably so. Must have, I guess, has heard ever so slightly a tick of the bat. So 1 ball, 2 strikes and an out to Ortiz. Bases remain loaded. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out. So Jalen Ortiz is down on strikes. 2nd strikeout of the inning for Liu. 4th overall. That'll bring Rickson Wingrove to the plate with 2 outs and the bases loaded. The first bases loaded situation for Rickson Wingrove since being called up to Reading a couple weeks ago before the Harrisburg series. And Liu will step off. And they're going to call a ball.
Yep.
And C.J. Liu is not happy with that.
Al Padrique is at third base right now saying, where was that? Same thing as us. He got the same situation last night. Now Chad Epperson is going to come out and do the same thing Al Padrique did, which is to argue the ball call. He was not happy in last night's game when Josh Hendrickson got called for a balk. But the Phils will take the run, and everybody else moves up one. Now you got 2 more in scoring position.
It's like a pretty civil conversation between Epperson and Matt Blackborough, who I don't know if Matt Blackborough is much older than I am. Looking at him.
Probably not.
Could be.
I mean, you're a year older now, Jake. Don't forget.
You've just been harping on this all weekend.
How many times have you told me how old I am all summer long? A lot. Just go a lot. Just go with a lot.
Not just out of curiosity. I care about you.
Yeah, sure you do.
You look very good for your age.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Wingrove is 0-4. 5 with runners in scoring position this year. He'll bat here with men on second and third, 2 outs, running down just 5 now. Here's the pitch. Wingrove swings and misses through an upstairs fastball. 98 from Lou.
Yeah, he chased that.
Let out a little frustration, you think Lou did?
Right, and Wingrove, I mean, that was at his eyes.
Now it's no balls and 1 strike here. Lou will fire home. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Goes right to the same spot, up at the top of the zone, and it's 0-2.
Well, generally, most lefties like the pitch down, don't like high fastballs. There are the exceptions to every rule, of course, but Rickson Wingrove, I've went after 2 high fastballs, and I wouldn't think he'll get anything down low here.
Next pitch. That's upstairs again, 1-2. Went right back to that upstairs spot, 98 on the fastball.
But went back up outside the zone, which is a smart thing to do. You're not going to give him something that he can hit and drive, but if he's going to chase one up high like he did on the first pitch, and on 0-2 pitch, that's what you see. Give him to see.
1 ball, 2 strikes and 2 outs. Lou will fire. Wingrove swings and misses. He's down on strikes. So Lou, all in all, strikes out the side. 5 today. In the inning, Reading does score 2. They did it on 1 hit, and they leave 2 on base. We will go to the 6th, running down 7-2 on the Phillies Radio Network.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
We go to the 6th. Portland up 7-2. Reading got 2 back in the bottom of the 5th off C.J. Lou. And Carlos Francisco will return for his 3rd inning of work. He'll face the middle 3rd of the Sea Dogs lineup and misses the first pitch to Nathan Hickey. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Hickey's been aboard all 3 times. He's been to the plate tonight, a hit and a couple of walks. Next pitch from Francisco at the knees for a strike. It's 1-1. Reading does have action in the bullpen. Andrew Baker is up and throwing. Next pitch is outside for a ball, 2-1. As Francisco pitch count certainly getting up there. This is 3rd inning of work. 34 pitches overall for him. As he's ready at the letters, fires home. That's inside. Dusts the lefty. Hickey back off the plate. It's 3-1. Carlos's season high in innings pitched is 2. Did that twice this year, so should he get this first out here, he will match that total, but can't do it yet as Nathan Hickey works a leadoff walk. Second walk issued by Carlos Francisco. We'll see how far they let it ride. Of course, you don't want to burn too many relievers, this being a doubleheader. Zach Hockey is slated to start game 2 for Reading against Hunter Dobbins for the Sea Dogs, which was the original matchup going into today. So obviously you hope Hockey can get you at least 4 or 5. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. You'll be happy with that because Hockey did throw a season high and matched the career high with 6 on Tuesday. So you got to think the pitch count's more limited, maybe in the 70 to 75 type range.
Yeah, but in a 7-inning game, if he gets you 5, that's more than you could ask for.
Swung on, fouled back by Jordan. It's 0-1.
Now you're just turning the bullpen over, turning over your bullpen theoretically for 6 and 7. So it would be like he pitched a 7-inning game. If it was a 9-inning game.
And even if they keep them to just 4 up and downs,
right,
it's still like you're through 6 innings.
Correct.
Ball on a strike here to Jordan. That one's hit in the air well out towards left. De La Cruz doesn't have to move much. Excuse me, Ratcliffe. I had my corners flipped up there for a second. Ratcliffe makes the catch, and that is out number 1. And it looks like Al Padrique will come out, and that will be the end of the afternoon for Carlos Francisco. So Francisco done, Andrew Baker in. Step into your future with the Alverna University Golden Wolves. Call to the bullpen.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-2007.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to the ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Golden Oaks Golf Club, PA Army National Guard, Culligan Water, Aspen Home Improvements, and Rip It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $56 when purchased in advance. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at all Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next Our Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Andrew Baker, the new pitcher out of the Alverna University Golden Wolves bullpen. 39th appearance for Baker, second on the team in appearances. 37 1/3 innings pitched, 55 strikeouts, 39 walks for Baker, the hard-throwing righty out of Montgomery, Alabama, and Chipola Junior College. First pitch is swung on and missed, 0-1 to Kyle Teal. 7-2 Portland leads, top of the 6th. Nathan Hickey's aboard on first. He walked. Just 1 out in the inning. And it's a righty on lefty matchup here. I'll throw over to first. The throw and tag not in time. Kyle Teal has been aboard twice tonight. Walk and a singles, also grounded out. Next pitch is outside and low to Teal. Was caught up to Double-A Portland back on Tuesday. So him and Roman Anthony both in their first weeks with the Sea Dogs. 1-1. That's a fastball that misses down 2-1. Fastball at 98 from Andrew Baker. Righty will usually sit about 96 to 98. Top out at 99. Will hit triple digits at times. Also features a off-speed pitch in the mid to upper 80s. It'll sit 2-1. That's down low, 3-1. Baker, 6'1", 190 pounds, has pitched once this week on Friday night when an inning, gave up a hit, 3 runs, both earned. Did walk 3 and strike out none. Three balls and a strike. Baker will fire as the runner takes off. It's down, so that won't matter. It's a walk for Kyle Teal, first issued by Baker. And on first and second, one out for Philip Sykes. Philip Sykes 0 for 3 so far. One of 2 Sea Dogs who have not reached base. He has struck out all 3 times in this game. First pitch from Baker. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
That walk for Teal is the 8th walk surrendered by Phillies pitchers in this game so far. And we are only in the 6th.
Carlos Francisco went 2 1/3. A hit, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Season high, 2 1/3 innings pitched. Next pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2. So Baker up, no balls, 2 strikes here on Philip Sykes, who's already struck out 3 times so far. Baker looking for the second out of the inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. 4 strikeouts for Philip Sykes tonight. First for Baker, 2 outs in the frame. That'll bring Matthew Lugo to the plate.
Those last 2 batters is an absolute complete synopsis of Andrew Baker's season. If he throws strikes as he did to Kyle Teal, he is a very difficult pitcher to hit. But as he did with Teal, he just really wasn't anywhere near the strike zone.
First pitch to Matthew Lugo is a breaking pitch that bites the inside part of the plate. Up at the top of the zone, it's 0-1.
Had Matthew Lugo bailing on it. Matthew Lugo was bailing out, thinking he was going to get hit by it, and that's the break on the curveball of Baker. He breaks it over the plate.
Runners on first and second, 2 away. The next pitch swung on a miss, 0-2. Another very nice looking breaking pitch from Andrew Baker. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Baker looking to finish off a scoreless inning for Reading pitching. Here's the pitch. That's a breaking pitch down low. Trying to check his swing was Lugo. The appeal to first, where Denver Dangerfield will say there was no danger of a swing there. Ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Baker ready at the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Andrew Baker to end the 6th. No runs, no hits. 2 left for the Sea Dogs. Worked through 5.5. Portland up 7-2.
The Reading Fightin Phillies are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-2007.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to the ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Golden Oaks Golf Club, PA Army National Guard, Culligan Water, Aspen Home Improvements, and Rip It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $56 when purchased in advance. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at all Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin Phillies game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next Phillies game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Casey Martin will lead things off for the Fightin Phils. Martin is 0 for 2 so far tonight. Line out and a strikeout as the bottom third of Al Padrique's lineup is due up. Martin, McDowell, and Martinez. First pitch.
Ooh.
In tight 1-0 to Casey Martin. Jake Starr, Bob McCool, thanks for joining us on turning into a nice Sunday afternoon, then turned evening. Final home date of the 2023 RPhil season. Next pitch, Martin, a big swing and a foul tip. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike to him. Max McDowell waits on deck. C.J. Liu back on for Portland. Pitch to him is inside, and Martin fights it off the netting behind home plate. Stays 1-2. 5'9", 175-pound Casey Martin from Lone Oak, Arkansas. Still looking for his first hit this week. 0 for 14 in the series. And Liu will deal the next pitch home. Swung on and missed, and Martin chases a very nice off-speed pitch from C.J. Liu. That's his 6th strikeout. That'll bring Max McDowell to the plate for the Fightin' Phils.
So that matches what Gonzalez did through his 3 innings of work. Both have now struck out 6 batters. C.J. Liu struck out 3 in a row. So the Phils batters have struck out 12 times, and their pitchers have walked 8.
First pitch to Max McDowell is over for a strike. It's 0-1. You got to give credit to C.J. Liu. He worked around some trouble in the 5th, but at this point, his job is just give the Sea Dogs some innings. Looking to get through number 3 here. He's already at 2 1/3. Here's the pitch. That is a hot shot, line drive foul. Hits off the netting in front of the left field picnic area.
That's Wyatt Olds who's still throwing in the Portland bullpen. He may have sat down for a little bit, but he's back up and throwing again. You would think this might be the end of the line for Liu.
Could be his last inning.
Right.
At 53 pitches. Next pitch is swung on, hit well in the air, out towards left center. Lugo and Anthony both go back, and the left fielder Lugo is there. He'll make the catch in front of the warning track. McDowell hit a off-speed pitch down the chute well, but stayed in the ballpark. 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring Pedro Martinez up to the plate for the Fightin' Phils. Reading trails 7-2, bottom of the 6th. Game 1 of 2 tonight. Kind of stuck between this afternoon and tonight because we're kind of in that middle ground right now where it's late afternoon, but probably 30 minutes away from early evening. Martinez takes the first. It's 1-0. Football season's back today too. Eagles underway over in Foxborough against the New England Patriots. The Eagles, the defending NFC champions. Next pitch outside for a ball, 2-0. Pedro is 0 for 2 tonight, pair of strikeouts. As Liu comes set of the belt and fires home. That's upstairs, 3-0. After quickly getting 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, Liu falls down in the count, 3-0 to the 9-man Martinez. 3-0. And that gets the inside part of the plate, 3-1. Looks like pretty heavy downpour in Foxborough as well right now. They got the weather that we've had the last couple of days. Pitch from Liu is over for a strike. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Infield back straight away, outfield pretty much straight away. Lugo pretty shallow and left. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and Martinez goes down on strikes. 7 punch-outs for Liu. No runs, no hits. Nobody left in the inning for the Fightin'. We'll go to the 7th, 7-2, Portland.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feasers, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job, everything for us from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Be the first to know everything about your Red and Fightin' Phils by signing up for the Baseball Town Insider email newsletter. Once you become a Baseball Town Insider, you will receive breaking news about Fightin's promotions, including giveaways and guest appearances, special events, exclusive offers, and discounts on tickets and merchandise, just for being a Baseball Town Insider. Visit Fightins.com to sign up for this free email newsletter. Baseball Town Insider. Stay in the loop and become a member today.
Top of the 7th, 7-2 Sea Dogs, and for the second to last time this year, I will toss things over to my broadcast partner in the booth, Bob McCool.
7-2 Sea Dogs on top of the Phils as Portland comes to the plate here in the top of the 7th. Andrew Baker back out there for the Fightins. And the first pitch to Tyler McDonough is down for a ball. McDonough on base twice tonight by way of walk. He has scored both times. 1-0 pitch from Baker. Slap to her on the left side. Pedro Martinez, the third baseman, backhanded stop and the throw across in plenty of time. Nice play by Martinez, who has played well defensively when Al Padrique has penciled him in at third base. And that's one down here in the 7th. They'll bring up Roman Anthony, who's had a great, I don't want to say day, but it's really days in this game. It started last night and continues today. Roman Anthony is 3 for 4 with 3 doubles, 2 RBIs, and a 2-run score. 2 hits in his Double-A tenure when this game began. He has done that a whole lot more so today, picking up some RBIs as well. Second and third RBI since his call-up. First pitch from Baker is low again for a ball. This one started and stopped, and he went around, so it's now on 1-1. Anthony, 6'2", 200 pounds. Excellent center fielder, good speed. And again, just 19 years of age, selected by the Red Sox in the 2022 draft out of high school, Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida. Swing and a miss, and that one way out in front of the off-speed pitch from Andrew Baker. And now Roman Anthony, a little frustrated with himself, will call time.
Off-speed pitch has looked good from Baker so far. And there is some little bit of stretching, no throwing. Jordy Martinez just starting to get loose in the Phillies bullpen.
1 ball and 2 strikes now to Roman Anthony. 1 out, top half of the 7th. That's way outside on the fastball. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And swing and a miss. Strike 3, third strikeout for Andrew Baker since coming on. And 2 outs here in the 7th.
2 quick outs in the 7th as well. Baker's season high strikeouts is 4. Did that once, so.
And that'll bring up Nick York. York 1 for 4 so far on the day. Singled and scored a run in the 4th. That was the beginning half of the 4th. That was last night's half of the 4th.
There was the last night half and there was the tonight's half.
That's correct.
There was not instead of the top half and the bottom half.
And it's 1 ball and no strikes now to York. And that one way outside. Breaking ball that got away from Baker and rolled all the way to the backstop. It's 2-0. Kind of funny to think of Nick York as the veteran of this Portland Sea Dog team, but he is because he's 21 years of age. But he's been with the Sea Dogs since the beginning of the season. And that one's over for a called strike. And he's had a solid year for Portland. His first year, obviously, in Double-A, 273. Last year in High A Greenville, he hit just 231. The Red Sox certainly have to be happy with his progress. 2 balls and a strike to him. It's way outside again. It's 3-1. And Portland had a great infield combination with York, man on deck, and Chase Mydroth and Marcelo Meyer all here in Portland for most of the year. Meyer has been hurt and has been shut down for the rest of the year. And that one's in the dirt again. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Oh, it's actually ball 4. Oh.
This is a very casual bat drop.
It was. I don't know that York knew it was ball 4 or if he thought it was ball 3 like I did, but it's ball 4, and so he's on board.
What is a casual guy Nick York must be?
I guess so. So second walk surrendered by Baker, and that does bring up the aforementioned Chase Mydroth, who's hitting at .248 on the season prior to today's game, but he's been on base 3 times in this one. Hit by pitch, single, and walked. He scored a couple of runs, 1 for 2 officially. And the first pitch from Baker is, again, a ball with the breaking ball.
Baker's looking to match a season high in innings pitched as well with 2 if he can get this final out here. Actually, he's at an inning and a third right now, so it'd be inning and 2/3 if he gets this last out.
Way inside, and somehow or another, Mydroth got out of the way of it. Almost hit for the second time in this game. Fastball at 97 from Baker. It's 2-0. Runner takes off, pitch is high. The throw down is also high and not in time. Be a stolen base for Nick York. His second of the game.
Second one today for York. Another good jump and a higher throw from McDowell. So Dunn had a long way to go to get that tag down.
So runner at second base now, 2 balls and 1 strike to the batter Chase Mydroth with 2 outs here in the 7th. He fouls that one away, so now Baker's got the count back to 2-2. And lots of places for Andrew Baker to go here. Again, fastball and breaking ball, both are quality pitches. But control issues, obviously, for Baker have been the handcuff of this season. So 2-2 now to Mydroth. Tries to get him to chase, and he does not. It's 3-2. Mydroth also 21 years of age, and Marcelo Meyer is 20 years of age. So not only are they important cogs in the Red Sox organization, those 3 infielders we were talking about, but they're all very, very young as well. 3-2 pitch started. Did he go? No, he did not. As Andrew Baker's headed off the field, he thought it was strike 3. It's not. It's ball 4. So Mydroth is now on base. Back-to-back walks surrendered now. First and second, and still 2 outs. It's going to bring Bad Bergeson out of the dugout to go talk to his pitcher, and that's nothing else to settle him down because Baker thought that was strike 3, and so I think this is to calm down the pitcher.
You know, pitch was a little down, but obviously was the appeal to first. They thought he went. Yeah, Baker was like halfway off the field until he had to make a little U-turn.
Yeah, he was walking head down. He didn't see anything or hear anything. He was headed to the dugout. So Nathan Hickey now will bat. Hickey's been on base all 4 times in this game, 3 of them by walks and a single. Seven runs on 8 hits for the Sea Dogs, 2 runs on 3 hits for the Phils, with Portland now having 2 runners on base and 2 outs here in the 7th. That one's way outside for a ball. Skies again begin to darken here at FirstEnergy Stadium. A couple of rumbles of thunder in the distance. 1-0 now to Hickey. That is right there for a called strike with the fastball. Hickey, a left-handed hitter. Facing the right-handed pitching of Andrew Baker. As Jake said, Jordy Martinez now up and tossing in the Phil's bullpen. Left-hander. 1-1 pitch. Again, it's low. It's 2-1.
That was close. Looks like it may have got the bottom of the zone, but
frustration from Andrew Baker. Having trouble getting the strikes and then not getting the strike zone that he wants as well. After he's walked the last 2 batters in a row. 2-1. That's right down the middle, and it's 2-2.
98 on that last fastball from Baker.
Comes from the stretch with his 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will now retire the side for the Sea Dogs in the 7th. No runs, no hits, 2 left. 7th inning stretch time in Baseball Town. It remains 7-2, Sea Dogs on top.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksareus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phils.
There's a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Baseball Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience filled with family-friendly activities and priceless moments. Make your plans today for July 21st through the 24th for the induction of Fred McGriff and Scott Rowland as the class of 2023. Visit baseballhall.org today for the entire schedule. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes.
Phils to the plate here in the bottom half of the 7th inning, presented to you by Swartz Culleton. They represent injury victims in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. If you've been injured, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Top of the order, and Marcus Lee Sang to the plate for the Fightin' Phils. Again, C.J. Liu still out there for Portland. And the first pitch from Marcus Lee Sang is there for a called strike. Marcus Lee Sang on base twice so far in this game. Walked and hit by a pitch, came around to score the first run for the Phils in the 5th inning. So 0 for 1 on the night. Swing there, and it's now no balls and 2 strikes as he's way out in front of the off-speed pitch from C.J. Liu. And now Marcus Lee Sang will call timeout. Phils with just 3 hits in this ballgame. The big one, the double by Carlos De La Cruz that plated Marcus Lee Sang. And then De La Cruz came around to score as well. And that pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Now ball gets away from Teal. He'll throw down at first base in plenty of time to get Lee Sang. Route number 1 here in the 7th as C.J. Liu continues to rack up the strikeouts. That is 8 strikeouts for C.J. Liu, 14 strikeouts for Portland pitching in this game as De La Cruz comes to plate. Again, De La Cruz last time up facing C.J. Liu rocked one off the dead center field wall, off the Redgers Event Center and the bricks. And takes this one into dirt, ball 1. Again, half the sky here at FirstEnergy Stadium is very dark. The other half is pretty clear and some blue sky mixed in with some clouds. And that one's up high as the lights now come on here at the ballpark. Bottom half of the 7th inning. 7-inning game to follow this one. This one rocked into left field. That's falling for another base hit. Carlos De La Cruz just teeing off on C.J. Liu. Nobody else is doing a whole lot, but De La Cruz hasn't figured out for sure. Oliver Dunn now will bat. Dunn walked his first last time up. He's been on base twice in this game with a single and a walk. So officially 1 for 2 on the night. First pitch to Dunn is over for strike 1. Big swing, no contact to the pitch up high. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Man on first, 1 out. And no balls and 2 strikes now to Oliver Dunn. That's way up high. Dunn lays off. Aaron Radcliffe in the on-deck circle. That's it, way inside. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Dunn. Oliver, extraordinarily patient hitter. Great eye at the plate, as his countless walks over the course of this season are a testament to. 2 balls and 2 strikes to him. That's again way inside. It's 3-2. So after falling behind 0-2, now the count is 3-2 to Dunn. Fouls that one at the plate, stays alive. Carlos De La Cruz, the runner at first base after the single. C.J. Liu from the stretch, 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And yet another strikeout for C.J. Liu.
That's 9 tonight for Liu. Giving Portland exactly what they needed coming out of this suspension.
4th inning of work. 1 out away from a complete 4 innings. Wyatt Olds has thrown about 3 innings of work in the bullpen. Just thinking that C.J. Liu might come out as Baron Radcliffe stands in. Started and stopped the off-speed pitch, let it go, but it's over for a called strike. Radcliffe 0 for 2 tonight, couple of strikeouts and a walk. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes now to Radcliffe. That's way up high. Again, trying to get the left-handers to chase up high, but way too high for Radcliffe to go after. That one's in the dirt. Teal blocks it. Nowhere for De La Cruz to go. Carlos will return to first base. The count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Baron Radcliffe. This one lifted straight up in the air into shallow right field. York, the second baseman, will give way to Sykes, the right fielder in foul territory, will make the catch for the 3rd and final out in the inning. For the Phils in the 7th, no runs, 1 hit, there were no errors, and 1 man left on base. 7 complete in Baseball Town. Portland 7, Reading 2.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you're a youngster or an adult, there's no better birthday than a Fightin' Phil's birthday. The Fightin' Fan birthday package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $130. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
The Alberta University Golden Wolves Cola bullpen will bring left-hander Jordy Martinez into the game for the Phils. Becomes the 4th pitcher of this game for Reading. Portland on top 7-2. Left-hander Jordy Martinez will face Blaze Jordan, Kyle Teal, and Philip Sykes due up for the Sea Dogs here in the 8th. Alongside Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. Again, don't forget, after this one is complete, have 30 minutes between games, and then game 2 for today will begin. And again, that will be the season home finale here at the ballpark. Fireworks to follow when it's all said and done. This one right back up through the middle and into center field for a base hit. So Blaze Jordan greets Jordy Martinez with a line drive right back over his head for a single. 9th hit of the game for the Sea Dogs, and a leadoff base runner here in the 8th.
Jordy Martinez, 7th appearance for Reading. 7 innings pitched. Has not walked the guy, 6 strikeouts. Has given up runs in his last 2 outings after his first 4 being all scoreless outcomes for him.
So that'll bring up Kyle Teal. Teal's been on base all 4 times, actually 3 out of the 4 times in this game. And he's also driven in 2 runs. The young lefty takes one for a ball. A hit, 2 walks for Kyle Teal in this one as Jordan takes his lead off at first. Pitch is way outside. Lefty on lefty matchup here. It's 2-0. Now the rain begins to fall again here at the ballpark. Playing under some pretty dark skies over the last inning. That's over for a called strike. It's 2-1.
It's not going to be easy, isn't it?
No, it would not let this series come to a smooth finish. 2 balls and a strike. That's low for a ball. It's 3-1. Sea Dogs have 9 hits in this game. They've left 12 men on base, and yet they've still scored 7 runs. Between the hits and the walks, Portland has been doing its damage. There's a swing and a pitch. It was almost in on the hand, very much in on the hands of Teal. Somehow was able to foul it off just past the Sea Dog dugout on the third base side. It's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, off his fist and a slow roller that's going to trickle foul down the third baseline. So Kyle Teal's literally fouled a couple pitches off his hands the last 2 times up. Good thing it's September and August kind of weather, because that would hurt if that was April weather. He'd be having some bee stings in his hands right now with those last 2 pitches that he swung at. But it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Martinez delivers. It's way inside. Ball 4. So yet another walk surrendered. Now 2 men on for the Sea Dogs here in the 8th. Still nobody out. Philip Sykes will bat. It's the 11th walk surrendered by the Phils pitchers in this game. And again, with 9 hits added on, as Sykes takes one for a called strike. Sykes, however, has not been part of the party. He is 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in an 0-2 hole. Martinez looks back at second, comes to his pitch, swing, he just fouled that. Did he foul that off? Yes, he did. Just got a piece of it. And so he stays alive at no balls and 2 strikes. It's a healthy cut from Philip Sykes. Just got a piece of it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sykes is retired for out number 1 here in the 8th. All right, so the hat trick is 3 strikeouts. The golden sombrero was 4. What's 5? Well, Philip Sykes has it. We'll have to go to the baseball Wikipedia page to find out what hat is appropriate for that. That'll bring Matthew Lugo to the plate. He's 0 for 4 in the day. And takes that one for a called strike. So with the exception of the 7 and 8 hole hitters in this Sea Dog lineup, everybody else has contributed some way or another.
It's the second time an opposing hitter has struck out 5 times in a game. Matheny from Richmond did it on June 29th.
That one's fouled out of play.
Matheny did also just win Richmond's Player of the Year award today, so I think it all worked out
Something
for him in the
for
end.
Philip Sykes to look forward to. Maybe he'll eventually get some kind of an honor himself. No balls and 2 strikes to Lugo. First and second, 1 out. Just misses. Bit low when it's 1 and 2. Blaze Jordan at second, he singled. Kyle Teal at first, he walked. Top half of the 8th inning. This one lifted into center field. Marcus Lee Sang racing back to the track, and will have room and make the catch. Jordan will tag at second. He'll move up to third, but that's 2 out now in the 8th inning.
Yeah, deep fly ball is an all-speed pitch, center cut. And Lou got a good swing on it, 100 off the bat, 357 feet, but also just happened to hit it to pretty much the deepest part of the ballpark.
So with 2 outs now, that'll bring out Tyler McDonough. The 9-hole hitter's been on base a couple of times, both by way of walks, and he scored 2 runs. So the runners are at the corners now for the Sea Dogs here in the 8th, and 2 outs. That pitch is in the outside corner for strike 1. This one tapped on the right side. Dunn ranges far to his left, and his momentum will take him to a toss to first for the 3rd and final out. Martinez works himself into a jam and then works out of it for the Sea Dogs in the 8th. No runs, 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 left. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. It remains 7-2, Portland on top.
Baseball fans, introducing Bally Live, the only app where minor league baseball fans can score major rewards. When you stream your favorite teams live, you'll score rewards. When you chat with friends during a watch party, you'll score rewards. And when you test your skills at trivia, you'll score rewards. Being a fan of minor leagues has never been so rewarding. So what are you waiting for? Download Bally Live for free from the app or Play Store and start scoring rewards today.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Baseball Town Charities is a nonprofit 501c3 charitable organization founded to keep baseball alive in Reading. Youngsters can benefit from the many life lessons the game can offer. Baseball Town Charities currently supports kids and adults with mental and physical disabilities through the Baseball Dream League. Baseball Town Charities also supports inner-city baseball development through the Rip It for Life program, which provides growth both on and off the baseball field. For more information, please visit baseballtown.org.
The Vernon University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen will finally bring Wyatt Olds into the game for the Portland Sea Dogs. He was Wyatt Young's when he started warming up, and now he's just old.
And the more the season progresses, the more jokes that you keep making. Olds is 0-6 and 8.64 ERA. He has started 8 games. It's his 22nd appearance. 41 2/3 innings, 36 hits, 46 walks, 51 strikeouts, and a .229 batting average.
Heck of a job by C.J. Liu. 9 strikeouts in his 4 innings of work, combined with Gonzalez's 15 total strikeouts. As Jalen Ortiz bats, he struck out twice and walked in his 3 plate appearances. 1-0 pitch to him. Big swing, no contact. It's 1-1. Rickson Wingrove and then Casey Martin. That's what's due up in Al Padrique's lineup here for the Phils in the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one right back through the legs and into center field. Wyatt Olds somehow or another got the feet out of the way of it. And Jalen Ortiz has himself a leadoff base hit here in the 8th.
I think the most impressive part of that entire play was how Olds found the way. Yeah, went right under his feet. High stepped over it. 98 off the bat from Jalen, and it's a leadoff single for the Phils in the 8th.
That'll bring Wingrove to the plate. Wingrove 1 for 3 on the day. 2 for 11 now in this series. Left-handed hitter takes one low for a ball. 5th hit of the day for the Fightins. We're now down to their final 6 outs in this one. Again, half hour in between, and then we'll go with game 2 today, the season finale, home finale. This one driven into center field, but it's right at Roman Anthony, who backed up and almost backed up too far, makes the catch deep into the triangle in center field for out number 1.
It's a fly out for Wingrove, but he hit it well. 357, 109 off the bat. He's definitely been putting better swings on the back part of this week, and he has definitely been, he's gotten a few more hits as well. He keeps getting on base, especially via the walk, so feels like Wingrove is definitely starting to get more comfortable and adjust to Double-A pitching.
I'll bring Casey Martin to the plate now. Martin 0 for 3 on the day. Takes one up high from Wyatt Olds. It's 1-0. Olds, 23-year-old right-hander from Oklahoma City. Comes with his 1-0 pitch. There's a little sidearm with that one, and Casey Martin fouls it away. 1 ball and 1 strike to Martin. Martin now 0 for his last 15. And 1 for his last 34. And he crushes this one, but it's hooking fouled on the third base line. Hit it well, but just out in front of it a little bit. And it reaches the deck, but in foul territory. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Casey Martin.
Yeah, he hit it well. Got a upstairs pitch, but just out a little in front of it.
Olds takes a look at first, comes with his plate, pitch to the plate, and almost hit him. Much like Wyatt Olds, somehow or another got his feet out from underneath the line drive by Jalen Ortiz. Somehow or another, Casey Martin got his feet out from under the pitch from Wyatt Olds. Casey, till he was able to regain his balance, was halfway to first. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tease the runner at first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Fouls that one away. Stays 2-2. Max McDowell in the on-deck circle.
Looks like it's drizzling a little bit, but definitely has let up. The dark clouds are kind of moving off. It's still very gray, gloomy looking out, but not as dark as it was.
Just a passing shower, Jake. No big deal.
That's what I've been saying all
Baseball
day.
town. It's always sunny baseball weather in baseball town. Pitch to the plate, swing and a miss, strike 3. And Casey Martin, again, a strikeout victim. That's 2 outs here in the 8th.
Always a good day when there's a baseball game, Bob. And why not 2? Or more like 1 3/4. Actually, I think 1 2/3 to be exact.
In the words of the immortal Ernie Banks, why not? It's a beautiful day. Let's play 2. And whatever way you want to call it, it'll be 2 games in the books. 2 down now for the Phils here in the 8th, and that'll bring Max McDowell to the plate. Max swings it, misses at the first pitch. McDowell 0 for 2. He's also walked in today's game. This one lined down the third base line and just hooked foul. So the Phils have hit a couple of hard ones in this inning, but 1 and out off the bat of Rickson Wingrove, 1 a foul off the bat of Casey Martin, and now another 1 foul off the bat of Max McDowell.
Just some bad luck.
Actually, 4 of them, because Ortiz hit a rocket too.
3 that didn't result in anything, though.
Right.
But, well, you hope that, the whole regression of the mean, statistical norms type thing, you get the you get those to go your way in the second game. Usually how it works, right?
Sure, why not? Zach Hockey will pitch for the Phils in game 2. Hunter Dobbins will get the start for Portland. 0-2 to Max McDowell. This one lifted up down the third baseline. Mydroth drifts in, still coming in the infield, in fair territory, to make the catch for the third and final out. For the Phils in the 8th, no runs. 1 hit, 1 man left. We go to the 9th. It stays 7-2, Portland on top.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the Our Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other Our Phils fans, see an Our Phils road game, meet with an Our Phils player, and also see an Iron Pigs and Phillies road game. The White Star Our Phils road trip visits Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland from Thursday, July 20th until Sunday, July 23rd. See the Our Phils in Altoona Thursday, meet with an Our Phils player or coach, then head to Toledo Friday and Cleveland Saturday to see many former Fightins in action. The trip heads back to Reading on Sunday. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star Our Phils fan road trip to Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland. Space is very limited, so sign up today.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $21. This selection includes barbecue chicken sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, cookies, and so much more. Drinks feature all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL. Order online at ourphils.com or visit the Customers Bank ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
We head to the 9th here in Baseball Town. The Portland Sea Dogs still on top by a score of 7-2. My Missing Restaurant and Bakery is pleased to offer 2 options for your dining pleasure: a menu with locally sourced delicious options and buffet meals for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner pleasure. Experience the best bakery in all of Berks County. Homemade bakery items include made-from-scratch challah bread, danishes, and a variety of scrumptious cupcakes. Dollars to Donuts. No restaurant in the area offers the variety of cakes, fruit pies, cream pies, cheesecakes, and homemade donuts. Missing Restaurant and Bakery and owner Oz Chaudhry are proud 2023 Fightin' Phils team feed partners. Top of the order, and Roman Anthony batting here for the Sea Dogs, his 6th plate appearance in this ball game, and he takes one from Martinez, the lefty on lefty matchup, over for a called strike. 3 for 5 on the day is Roman Anthony with 3 doubles. This one hit hard down to first base. Rickson Wingrove will take it and field it. Actually, it's Jalen Ortiz, will field it and taking the ball by his lonesome. That's 1 out here in the 9th.
Well, quick out in the start the inning. Martinez looked to give Reading 2 and then keep it just 3 relievers using this game. And a couple days off. Got to think most guys outside of Francisco Baker Martinez probably available in game 2, which is only a 7-inning game, in the hope we can get 4 or 5 out of Zach Hockey.
So Nick York now will bat. The bullpen's actually done a very good job in this game. The struggles with Joshua Hendricks, right? And that was, and again, Francisco inherited the bases loaded, no out situation to begin this restart of the game today. And out of that, surrendering 1 run that was charged to Hendrickson, and then Francisco gave up a run in the 5th. 1 ball and no strikes now to Nick York. That pitch is there for a called strike. It's 1-1. If anybody deserved to have the opportunity to walk away from today in his final appearance here in Reading, it would be Andrew Baker, to feel a little bit better about himself, but he ends up with a pretty solid performance today. It's been a frustrating season for Andrew Baker. There's no doubt about that. He ends up going 2 2/3 innings. No hits, no runs. He walked 3. He struck out 4. 2 balls and 1 strike now to York. And that's a bit low for a ball. It's 3-1. So you figure with the arms that are in the bullpen to remain, no doubt those the guys who pitched in the game 1 are done for game 2. Martinez gets that one over for a called strike. It's 3-2.
In Portland, you feel good because Gonzalez and Lou both are starters. So really the bullpen's empty. So if Olds pitches the 9th and gets through it, you only really have burned 1 reliever.
Right, and there is no one up in the bullpen, so it is going to be Wyatt Olds to pitch the 9th. This one, again, hit to Ortiz, takes a wicked hop and into right field. Ortiz looks to be okay. I think it hit his shoulder. a wicked hop at Jalen Ortiz, and that's going to be a base hit for Nick York.
Yeah, they ruled that a hit on York. Nessa, a wicked hop for Ortiz.
Jalen Ortiz never has a rough day of it. He walks over, pretends like he's going to slap Nick York right in the head because it's his fault. He hit it too hard. That'll bring Chase Mydroth to the plate. York takes off on the pitch. The throw down is not in time.
It's a third stolen base for York.
And he was off right away on Martinez. McDowell still almost got it there, but the ball pulled Oliver Dunn away from the bag a little bit. Dunn tried to make a sweeping tag on the feet of Nick York, but York was safe. So he's at second base with one out. The pitch to Mydroth was a called strike. And the second pitch to him is low for a ball. It's 1-1. That's there for a called strike. Now it's 1-2 strikes. Bulls bullpen is quiet. 1-2 strikes. Tapped left side down the third base line, but foul.
Yeah, probably no play there if that's fair.
Yeah,
so
it's probably the best thing that could have happened for Pedro Martinez.
Foul.
Right. As a slow roller, Martinez had a charge and backhanded. I don't know that he would have had any shot to throw out Mydroth. So probably the best thing possible for the Phils was that the trickle foul. So the count stays at 1-2 now to Chase Mydroth. He's walked twice in this game and singled and was also hit by a pitch. He scored a couple of runs, so he's been on base 4 times. This one again tapped towards Ortiz. He needs the toss to the pitcher, and Martinez was late to get there. The ball gets away. That's going to allow Nick York to score and allow Mydroth to move up to second base.
See what they rolled that. That might be.
It's got to be an error somewhere.
So it's a single because Martinez was late to get there. There was an error on him, which allowed York to score.
And if Martinez it gets there on time, Ortiz had allowing Mydroth. Oh, did the ball get out of play? Mydroth come all the way around to score.
I guess they're saying he was at second by the time the ball went out of play.
He wasn't. But he wasn't. So I do not know what happened that they allowed Mydroth to come all the way around to score. But that's two more runs for the Sea Dogs. That is your answer. Jordy Martinez threw the ball out of play. I'm guessing.
I guess he thought it was a dead ball.
I'm guessing. So instead of either having the umpire do it or calling time first, Martinez just threw the ball in the dugout. And that's why Mydroth scored. There's no way he was on second base when the ball got away, and the ball was in play after the error. So Martinez, in a mental error there, just threw the ball out of play. And so Mydroth, who was at second base when he threw the ball out of play, was given the 2 bases.
And it's 2 bases when you throw it out of play.
Right, it's 2 errors. So there's 2 errors on the play.
Both on Martinez.
Right. Now Nathan Hickey now is the hitter. 2 more runs across for Portland. It's now 9-2 Sea Dogs. 1 out still in the inning. 1-2-1 pitch to Hickey is inside for a ball. It's 3-1. And now the Phils will get some activity in the bullpen.
Christian Hernandez is up and throwing.
The 3-1 pitch. That's there for a called strike as he catches the outside corner. Nathan Hickey didn't think he caught the outside corner, but Martinez will take it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, another lefty on lefty matchup with Martinez, the pitcher, and Hickey, the hitter. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gets him for the second out here in the 9th. Second strikeout for Martinez since coming in. And that'll bring up Blaze Jordan. Jordan with a couple hits in today's game, a couple RBIs as well. First pitch to him is up high for a ball. Fouls this one straight back. It's 1-1. Now one bounces all the way to the backstop. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike to Blaze Jordan. Jordan, another of the young bucks on this Sea Dog lineup, just 20 years of age. Another of the top 10 prospects on this Sea Dog team. Tremendous power potential. Called up in the middle of July. He's only hit 6 home runs so far. This one lined into right field. That's going to be hit, and that's going to be down and all the way to the back to the wall. De La Cruz will run it down. Blaze Jordan will roll into second base with another hit for him. His 3rd hit of the day. And for Portland, their 3rd hit of this inning. 12 hits now for Portland. Kyle Teal comes to the plate. He's been on base 4 times. Single and 3 walks. Now Max McDowell is going to go out and have a conversation with Martinez. Needless to say, it's been a rough inning for Martinez, and he kind of lost it all. He tossed the ball out of play that was still in play. Allowed a second run to score for Portland, and now there's another runner in scoring position for the Sea Dogs with 2 outs, and Al Padrique may have seen enough.
And that could have been also a stall tactic just to give Hernandez more time to throw.
Well, it appears to be the case as the manager's coming to the mound, and he just makes the signal to the bullpen. So the Alvernia University Golden Wolves call the bullpen has been made. And Christian Hernandez will be that new pitcher when we come back to FirstEnergy Stadium after this.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 Dugout Suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on the field. Located just a few feet from the diamond on the first base side with covered seating, abilities of motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around. Your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite start at $27 and include options to add food and drink packages. The ProMax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks. In a festive atmosphere with a bird's-eye view of the visiting bullpen, regular season tickets are $34 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all the action at the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with a large see-through net. Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit rfills.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
As we said, going to break, the new pitcher for the Phils, right-hander Christian Hernandez, making his 33rd appearance for the Fightins, 4-3 with a 3.75 earned run average. 48 innings pitched, he struck out 58. He has walked 23. Hernandez has seen time as both a reliever and a starter in this season. Made 4 starts for the Fightins. And he comes in facing Kyle Teal with a runner at second base and 2 outs here in the 9th inning. And the first pitch from Hernandez is outside for a ball. So Hernandez, who began this season on the development list for the Fightin' Phils and eventually was obviously activated, has turned out to have a pretty productive year out of the Reading bullpen as he misses this one outside for ball 2. Been a little bit of time in the last couple weeks on the IL. Two pitches from the stretch. The 2-0 count to Kyle Teal. That's fouled out of play. It's 2-1.
I spy a Carson Wentz jersey.
It's a throwback.
Well, I guess you can consider that at this point.
Is it the same kind of Carson Wentz jersey that he worked out in? As the bat flipped towards just over the dugout, went flying out of the hands of Kyle Teal, and thank goodness for the Nets, as that one was headed for the third base seats, but the net threw it right back. Kyle Teal wants some well-needed sticky substance on his bat.
I think it might be needing some pine tar.
Might have needed it before he came to the plate rather than now. Now add a little dirt onto the top of it on the batting gloves. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. He swung and missed at the pitch, and the bat went flying out of his hands and hit the net that protects the fans over the Phil's dugout. Two. Just inside. It's now 3-2. And fouls another one away. So the count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the top half of the 9th inning for the Sea Dogs, Kyle Teal. And this one lifted down the third base line. That 2 is slicing and will end up in the third base grandstands. Kyle Teal turned all kinds of things into souvenirs in this at bat, and almost his bat as well. The count remains 3-2. Christian Hernandez trying to get the final out here in the 9th. And one more souvenir. Actually, that might be out in the parking lot, and it is.
Lots of fly balls, fly bats. That bat's had everything.
Bills will have one more shot in the 9th. And after this game is complete, again, 30 minutes, give or take. And we'll start game 2, and that'll be a 7-inning affair. And that one is over for a call. Strike 3, and finally the 9th inning comes to an end, but not before the Sea Dogs score 2 more runs. They do it on 3 hits and a couple of errors mixed in. It's now a 9-2 Sea Dog lead when we come back for the bottom of the 9th.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 Dugout Suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on the field. Located just a few feet from the diamond on the first base side with covered seating, abilities of motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around. Your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite start at $27 and include options to add food and drink packages. The ProMax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks. In a festive atmosphere with a bird's-eye view of the visiting bullpen, regular season tickets are $34 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality.
Wyatt Olds pitches the 9th for the Sea Dogs after coming in and pitching the 8th inning. Again, pretty good work today by Wickelman Gonzalez, who went 3 innings in yesterday's portion of the contest. Gave up 2 hits, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. C.J. Liu pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. And now it's Wyatt Olds is on for his second inning of work. He'll face Pedro Martinez, and in the top of the order, and Marcus Lee Sang and Carlos De La Cruz for the Fightins here in the ninth. 9-2 Portland on top. Martinez 0 for 3 on the night with 3 strikeouts. First pitch to him is ball 1. 16 combined strikeouts for Portland pitching to this point, with 8 innings complete. 1-0 to Martinez. And that's there for a called strike 1. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. This one lined into left field, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Pedro Martinez with a leadoff single here in the ninth. 6th hit of the game for the Fightins. And that will bring Marcus Lee Sang to the plate. Lee Sang 0 for 2 on the day. Did walk and was hit by a pitch. Scored one of the 2 Phil's runs. That one's up and in for a ball. Olds takes a look back at first, comes with his pitch, way outside, rolls all the way to the backstop. That's going to allow Pedro Martinez to move up to second base on the wild pitch. Two-0 to Lee Sang. Pitch right there for a strike. Fouls this one away down the third base line. It's 2-2. Crowd still continuing to trickle in here at the ballpark. The original start time for our Sunday games was 5:15, as it has been all throughout the year. Again, when this game is complete, after 30 minutes, weather permitting, and hopefully everything will hold up. We'll get the second game started. It'll be a 7-inning deal. This one towards left field, and that's into base hit. Martinez had to hold up because the ball was hit right at him. So that'll be a base hit for Marcus Lee Sang. Back-to-back hits here in the ninth. Runners at the corners and nobody out. And here comes Carlos De La Cruz. De La Cruz 2 for 4 on the day. The 2 coming on this portion of the day. He was 0 for 2 when he went to sleep last night. He's 2 for 2 today. He doubled off the Redner's Event Center his first time up in the 5th inning, and then singled to left field his last time up. So 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI for De La Cruz today. 25th double of the season for Carlos. 2 on, nobody out. Rips this one into left center field. Ballpark will hold it. Matthew Lugo goes back. He'll make the catch. Martinez will tag. The throw will come into second base. They'll allow Martinez to score. That'll be another RBI for De La Cruz on the sacrifice fly. 1 out now in the ninth. RBI number 66 now on the year for De La Cruz. Marcus Lee Sang has to stay at first as Oliver Dunn now will bat. Dunn 1 for 3 with a base hit. He's also walked in this game. Hits the first pitch into right field for a base hit. Lee Sang will hold up at second base as Oliver Dunn gets his second hit of the day. Now bring Brian Radcliffe to the plate. So Phil's, if nothing else, getting warmed up for game 2. See how they can go. They got to run in here. 2 on, 1 out, in a 9-3 game. Radcliffe, who is 0 for 3 on the day, stands in. Way outside for a ball. Radcliffe walked back into 5th. A couple of strikeouts and a flyout in his 4 plate appearances. And that 2 is outside. It's 2-0. So Barron's got himself in a hitter's count here. Two balls, no strikes to the left-hand hitting Barron Radcliffe. And he misses again. It's 3-0. Got to be getting antsy in that Portland dugout. Situation like this, one thing you don't want to do is fall behind hitters. And he's behind Radcliffe, 3-0. Radcliffe taking all the way, takes one for a strike. It's 3-1. Still a favorable count for the hitter. This one tapped foul. Might have been the broken bat for Radcliffe. It was. Barron going to need a new piece of lumber. Got it off the end of the bat, broke his bat. Count now full. Barron's got a new stick. And now he's in a 3 balls and 2 strike count. Outfield for Portland plays Radcliffe pretty much straight away. A little bit the pull, not a lot, but a little bit, and deep. Lifts this one down the third baseline. Mydroth and McDonough give it a chase, but it'll find its way into the 67 club. So Radcliffe is still alive. Been a long run for the left fielder, Matthew Lugo. He does play him a tad over towards the third base side because Radcliffe can hit it the other way. It does have some power the other way as well. So Olds again tries at 3-2. Outside, ball 4. Bases are now loaded. First walk that Olds has surrendered. And that'll bring Jalen Ortiz to the plate. It's also going to bring a visit to the pitching mound from pitching coach Sean Isaac. As I said in that at bat by Barron Radcliffe when he fell behind Radcliffe, 3 balls and no strikes. Conversation has to be, look, it's a 6-run lead. Your job here is to throw strikes. They hit it, they hit it. You got enough of a cushion. Don't try to be too perfect with your pitches. Bases are now loaded and 1 out, and Ortiz to the plate. Ortiz was the first one to face Wyatt Olds and almost took his kneecaps off. Hit a line drive right back through the box, and Olds had to jump over the top of it, and Ortiz had himself a base hit. He's 1 for 3 on the day. He's also walked earlier. He stands in now with the bases loaded and 1 out in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Way outside, ball 1. That's there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Marcus Lee Sang, the runner at third, he singled. Oliver Dunn at second, he too singled. Baron Ratcliffe is at first, he walked. Run across for the Phils already in the ninth. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jalen Ortiz. Tapped towards third. Mydroth will tag the bag and roll it over to first base in time to get Ortiz. And that will do it for the Phils here in the ninth. It goes as a double play. Mydroth couldn't get a whole lot on the throw, but it eventually beat Ortiz to the bag for the double play. And the Phils go down in the ninth. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 1 man left on base. The final score goes to the Sea Dogs by a final score of 9-3. Take a timeout. We get back in the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network. We'll have our post-game show and get you set up for Game 2 right after this.
Gear up for Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Fans, nothing beats a great day at Golden Oaks Golf Club. Located just minutes from Reading, Golden Oaks is a beautiful, award-winning golf course open to the public with perfect greens, lush fairways, and a course playing for 5 sets of tees. Bogey's Pub is open to the public with the area's best full-course menu, featuring indoor and outdoor seating and TVs to watch your favorite sports teams. Let the Golden Oaks Golf Club team cater to your need. Lunch, dinner, golf outings, parties, company events, and fundraisers. Visit our website at GoldenOaksGolfClub.com and follow Golden Oaks Golf Club and Bogey's Pub on Facebook. Golden Oaks Golf Club, where great memories are made.
Welcome back to FirstEnergy Stadium, where the Portland Sea Dogs win Game 1. A completion of the suspended game from last night. Final score goes to the Sea Dogs at 9-3. Again, Portland did some damage against Josh Hendrickson from the get-go, leading off with Roman Anthony getting a double. Chase Mydroth was hit by a pitch, then a walk to Nathan Hickey, a sacrifice fly out the bat of Blaze Jordan brought home Anthony, and then a single by Kyle Teal brought home Mydroth to make it a 2-0 game. They made it a 3-0 game in the third. Chase Mydroth got that one started with a base hit, went to second on a balk, and eventually came home on a base hit off the bat of Blaze Jordan. That made it a 3-0 game. Then one more in the fourth. That ultimately was the inning that concluded today as Hendrickson got himself into all kinds of jam. Ended up giving up a couple hits and a walk. Carlos Francisco began the resumption of the suspended game today and got an out on a fielder's choice to allow a run to score after inheriting a bases-loaded no-out jam. And it was a 5-0 game through 5 innings. The Phils finally got on the board in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Marcus Lee Sang let it off by getting hit by a pitch. Carlos de la Cruz hit a bomb off the center field brick wall at the Redners Event Center for a double. His 25th double of the year. It allowed Marcus Lee Sang to come home for RBI number 65 on the season for de la Cruz. And then a walk to Oliver Dunn and another one to Baron Ratcliffe loaded the bases with nobody out. And then a balk brought home de la Cruz for the second run. And then C.J. Lou settled down after that and got back-to-back strikeouts on Jalen Ortiz and Rickson Wingrove to finish off the inning for the Phils. And they got just the 2 runs to make it a 5-2 game. to make it a 7-2 game. And then the Portland Sea Dogs got 2 more in the 9th with some sloppy baseball by the Phils. A single to Nick York. Chase Mydroth hit a ground ball to first baseman Jalen Ortiz, who stopped it in the hole. Martinez was late to get over to cover it. The ball got away. And then in a mental hiccup, Jordy Martinez tossed the ball out of play, which allowed Mydroth to come all the way around to score. Ended up getting 2 errors on the play and 2 more runs coming across for Portland in the inning to just add a little bit of insult to injury. So here's the numbers that ended up this game. For Portland, 9 runs on 12 hits, no errors. They left 15 men on base. For the Fightin' Phils, 3 runs on 7 hits. They committed those 2 errors in the 9th inning, and they left 10 men on base. Lots of strikeouts for the Fightin' Phils bats tonight, as Wickelman Gonzalez struck out 6 in his 3 innings of work. C.J. Liu struck out 9 in his 4 innings of work. And then Wyatt Olds came on and struck out yet another in his 2 innings of work. So a combined 16 strikeouts for Phil's hitters tonight. And the pitchers didn't do themselves a whole lot of favors as well, as they walked 11. So all in all, it was not a great day and suspended game and continuation of it for the Fightin' Phils as they drop this one to the Portland Sea Dogs again. Now comes the rest of the story, and that is the continuation of our play. Again, 30 minutes in between games here is the scheduled protocol. It is raining here at the ballpark, and they have put the tarp on the field. So right now, scheduled start of Game 2 would be at around 6:10, 6:15 for the resumption of what was the scheduled game today. And again, that will be a 7-inning affair. So hopefully that will be the time. Please pay attention on the Reading Phil's website, our Facebook page, our Twitter page as well. If anything changes, we'll certainly let you know. But assume that the start time will be at around 6:10 to 6:15, somewhere in there for the resumption of Game 2. If anything changes, we'll certainly let you know. But here is, again, the winning pitcher today was C.J. Liu. He is now 6-8 on the season. Josh Hendrickson absorbs the loss. He is now 2-9. Our attendance today brought to you by PSECU, 5,412. PSECU is proud to be one of the largest credit unions in Pennsylvania. Time of the game, 3 hours and 14 minutes with that long rain delay in between, obviously beginning last night and the resumption of the suspended game today. So that will do it for our broadcast. I'll be back with you for Game 2, again, in approximately 30 minutes or so for the resumption of our second game. And it will be a 7-inning game. Zach Hockey scheduled to go for the Fightins, and Hunter Robbins scheduled to go for the Sea Dogs in a matchup of right-handed pitchers. For my colleague Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll talk to you with Game 2 right back here in Baseball Town on the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network. Welcome back to Baseball Town, the Reading Fightin' Phils. Unfortunately, today's second game has now officially been postponed. As I said at the end of our broadcast of the first, it had rained. It was starting to rain much harder, and they had put the tarp on the field. And so, unfortunately, the decision has been made as it has continued to rain pretty hard here in Baseball Town over the course of the interim in between. Expected start time of Game 2 was going to be around 6:15 or 6:20, and it has rained pretty continually throughout the half hour or so since Game 1 ended. And so the decision was made. The umpires met with the managers and with the front office here at the ballpark, along with the groundskeeper, and ultimately decided to postpone the game for tonight's seventh inning second game. So, unfortunately, the home portion of our schedule ends with a thud. Not only the loss, but the second game not being able to be made up. And so after Portland wins Game 1 of the series, the Phils do win the series by 3-2, but they unfortunately cannot get this game in. And so that will bring a conclusion to this game and our whole portion of our schedule. The Phils now will go on the road. They will be in Binghamton to begin a 6-game stand against the Rumble Ponies on Tuesday night. Jake Starr will be making the trip. And so if you want to follow the Reading Fightin' Phils on the road, Jake will have the call of those broadcasts. Tuesday night's game in Binghamton is scheduled for a 6:35 game, so Jake will be on the air with a pregame show prior to the start of that 6:35 game. So, again, Phils and the Rumble Ponies beginning on Tuesday night. Jake will be on the road for the entire 6-game series. If you want to follow the schedule for the Phils and the Rumble Ponies, you can certainly do so on rphils.com and listen to the games there as well. So that will conclude the season here in Baseball Town, and for me as well. It has been an absolute blast for me in my first season here broadcasting for the entire season. I want to thank Scott Hunsinger, Matt Hoffmaster, Tanya Petrunik, and all the front office staff for having me on board for this season. Thanks to my colleague as well, Jake Starr, throughout the season. I've had a great time here in Baseball Town bringing you Reading Fightin' Phils baseball for the home schedule in 2023. Good luck to the Fightin' Phils. Al Padrique has been an absolute great person to work with, as has his coaching staff and all the Reading Fightin' Phils players. So today's game is now officially washed out for the second game, and so too is the conclusion of the home schedule for the Phils. Unfortunately, doesn't look too well in the record books. The Phils record here in Baseball Town, 23-44 to finish the season. Again, they finish this portion of the schedule right now. They are 29-33 as they begin the road trip to finish off the final 6 in Binghamton. So again, that'll do it for our broadcast. Again, thanks for my colleague, Jake Starr. My name is Bob McCool. Thanks for listening to Reading Fightin' Phils baseball throughout the 2023 home schedule. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Hope you have a great offseason as well. And thank you from everyone here in Baseball Town. Thanks for listening, everyone.